everybody? I'm Jedi Samurai. This is my buddy Six.
Hello.
That's it, just hello.
What's up, babe?
Alright, so yesterday I filmed a ghost story that happened to me when I was little at my cousin's house. So I thought, what the hell, tell another one. Got my buddy here to listen. Alright, so I'm gonna get right into it. This happened probably like in 96 almost. This is when I was officially living here in San Bernardino. Because I used to live in San Diego in Imperial Beach. So now I started living up in here in Purdue with my mom and her husband, my stepdad. And we were staying at my aunt's house. So one night, chilling out in the living room, my stepdad already went to bed because he's got work in the morning, and my mom and my aunt were sitting on her couch. I was sitting on the floor playing with some shit that I had. And the fucking TV turned off, bro. Like right at 8 o'clock, at 8:30, it was 8:30, it shut off.
Hell no.
I'm sitting there playing with my, I'm sitting there playing with my little toys and shit. And I look at the TV, and I look at my mom. My mom looks at me, and my aunt, dude, she's sitting there. She's looking at the TV. She smiles. She says, "Okay," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And she gets up, and she tells us good night in Spanish, and she goes to her room. I look at my mom. I'm like, "What was that?" And she's like, "I don't know." So anyway, I get my stuff and I go to my room, which was in the center of the house. It was an add-on to the back part.
Okay.
And so we're just joking about it. I was like, "Good night." My mom goes, "Okay." She walks to her room. And I see my aunt. She comes around and she's washing dishes. Because this was the back door to the house before the add-on was put, so it's a glass window, so I could see her washing dishes, and I'm just laying there in this little ass single cot. You know how the old school days you had your mattress, but the bed frame, the little metal bed frame, had all the springs at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have box springs yet.
Yep.
So that's the bed I was laying on, and there's a rinky-dink TV that was at the foot of it. You have to pull the little knob out, and then turn the knobs just to freaking change the channel.
Oh, jeez.
And so from that spot, on the other side of the room was a dresser. Wasn't mine. Couldn't put nothing in it. And the door to the bathroom. So where I was laying, there's the TV, the door to the kitchen. Weird setup.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's in there washing dishes. I'm not paying. I'm just watching TV. I'm flipping channels. And then she shuts the light off. She goes to her room. I hear her door close. And I'm just laying there, and I'm just watching TV, chilling. No big deal. And I say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to sleep." I push the button in with my foot to turn it off the TV.
First of all, I wouldn't have went to sleep after all that.
I didn't think about that. I just thought maybe she had a timer. I figured the timer.
Yeah.
And she was telling us good night. Mind you, her husband, who was my tío, but my grandma's I think it's my grandma's cousin, he passed away.
Uh-huh.
And he was always a cool guy. I always loved seeing him when I went down. So anyway, I go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep. I turn off the light, and I'm in the dark. And I shit you not, bro. Not within 5 seconds of turning off that TV, I'm in the darkness. I hear scraping on the wall where the dresser's at.
Oh, hell no.
And it doesn't sound like down like something going down the wall. It sounds like something's making a circle.
What the hell?
I'm sitting there on this cot, looking in the corner, and I just hear. I was like looking in that corner, like I swear to you, if this lady opens the door and says "boo," I'm gonna throw a shoe. And I'm watching, dude.
You gonna throw a chancla?
I'll fucking throw my slippers and shit. And I hear that and you could tell it's not scraping up or down. It's rotating. It's like you could hear it. And I'm staring in that fucking corner. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell is that? Staring and staring, and all of a sudden, under the freaking bed, bro, I can hear something running its hands or hurting something down those springs. So underneath the bed, I'm hearing bink, 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 and I'm like, and mind you, I have a little gap on where the wall's at, and I'm on, this side's open, and my feet are basically hanging over the edge near the bottom. I pull my feet up, and I scooch myself up towards the corner, and I'm partially sitting up now.
Yeah.
I want to look on the side towards the wall, but I don't want to. And I can hear this dance just bink, 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 bink underneath the bed. I'm like, holy shit, no, it's right here with me, yo. And I get my foot and I say, fuck it. I get my foot towards the TV and I start trying to get the switch to pull it. I can't do it with my damn sock on, so I take my sock off and I reach for it and I start hearing the scratching going a little bit faster.
Oh, hell no.
In the corner, something like that. So me being this, like I've seen shit before. I start kind of like knocking on the wall to try to wake my mom up. like I'm knocking.
Mommy.
Yeah, dude, trust me. I was like, Mom. And the fucking scratch on the bottom under the bed goes back to being at the top. So I can feel it under me now. So I've got my foot out and I've got my foot on the button to the TV and I pull it. The TV turns back on, noises stop. So I'm sitting in there in the corner quietly, just like, so I said no. Let me try it again. So I turned off the TV with my foot. Scratches start immediately in that corner. I said, no, pull the TV back on. I was like, hell no. Dude, I sat up all night until everybody got up for work. My stepdad got up. My mom got up with him to make him his lunch and shit. That's when I went to sleep. Like, as soon as I heard the door open and the door to their room slid, I fucking, boom, went to sleep. Sat like I was sitting up. And I could hear my mom, this kid, and she went and turned off the TV. Now, the lights are on, they're moving around, so I'm not, this is my time to go to bed before I hear noises.
Yeah.
I fall asleep, wake up in the morning, and I start telling her about it. And she goes, oh, well, she's got cats. I go, there was no cat under my bed. It was the springs, I heard the springs.
Yeah.
And I told her, and I showed her in the corner, I said, I did the noise. She didn't say nothing to me. She said, okay, well, we'll figure it out. I was like, yeah, we better figure something out. It's house haunted. So, next
night, we're gonna have to burn it down, Mom. We're gonna have to burn it down.
So, that night, the following day, that night, my stepdad goes to bed. Same routine. I was in the living room. Mind you, we didn't have the cell phones we have today. We had little flip phones, or not even that. We had landlines. We had the big clunky, the old school Motorola ones, the Nokia ones.
Yeah.
So anyway, same routine. Sit in the living room. I'm watching TV. They're watching something about something. I can't remember. And same fucking time, 8:30. TV turns off. My aunt smiles.
At 8:30.
8:30. My aunt says, "Okay, good night, and she gets up and leaves. I said, "You're not gonna ask her?" She's all. So she called her. My mom calls her to come to the living room. She goes, "What is that?"
That's your Theo, huh? Your Theo's telling her it's time to go to bed.
That's what she said. She goes, "Oh, that's your Theo. He's telling me it's bedtime." And she looked at me and I looked at him. And so she goes back to the room. Same routine. My mom goes to her room. She goes to sleep. I'm sitting there watching TV. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Turn off the light. I turn off the TV. I'm laying there. My aunt comes in the kitchen. She's washing dishes.
Mm-mm.
And I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, come on, go to bed. 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 Think about it. Go to bed. Click. Her light goes off. Boom. Right away. In that corner. I'm like, boom. Turn the TV back on. It stopped. I was like, what the hell, dude? Right when she goes to bed. And to me, I'm thinking, I bet you that's my uncle.
Right.
He's fucking with me. So I said, you know what? It's probably my uncle. He's fucking with me. Okay, I get it. So I turned the TV off and I flip over towards the wall. Shit you not. Fucking something's playing with the springs under the bed again.
No, hell
And I
no.
could fucking hear that dink, 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 dink. But now they stop and they go back to the top. Bink, 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 bink. Bink, bink. Straight back to the top. It's like now it's just staying by my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this, dude. And I turn the TV back on. Noises stop. So of course I spend my night staying up. I don't want to hear shit. I keep looking in the corner, waiting for like that face to pop up. But it's quiet. So I stayed up. And then when my mom gets up again to get my stepdad ready for work, I turn off the TV and I go straight to sleep. So that day I tell her it happened again. Right when she turns off the TV, the noises in the corner start.
Mm-hmm.
And she's all, okay, I gotta tell you something. I was like, what? She's all, did you open the slider, and call my name? I was like, no, I didn't get up. I was sitting in that corner, shitting bricks, trying to fall asleep.
Right.
She goes, I heard the slider open. And she goes, and I heard somebody calling my name, so I looked to see if it was you. And I got up. And she goes, she saw me sitting up in the corner. It's like I was all mushed up in the corner. And then she goes, okay, so she closes it. She goes, I go back to sleep. And she goes, I go back to sleep and I feel somebody touching my foot. She goes, I wake up and I look, there's nobody there. She goes, I go back to sleep. And then she goes, my stepdad's name is Raul, so she goes, Raul, open the, he wakes me up. And he says, Ana, somebody's calling you. She goes, what? He goes, yeah, somebody's calling you. And she gets up, she comes out, she says she sees me again, still sleeping, so she goes, it's not me, so she walks to the bathroom and she looks, my tia's asleep, so she walks back to her, she goes, nobody's calling us, no, I didn't hear nothing. So they go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So that's when she, and then they wake up at his 5 o'clock in the morning and they start getting ready. That's when my mom was telling me that during the day. Now, you know how San Bernardino's known for getting hot.
Yeah.
This room where I was sleeping, dude, stayed cold.
Oh, hell
Like,
no.
you walk out into the living room, like, damn, it's warm in here, turn the AC on. My aunt's old and she's little, so
Yeah.
the heat don't bother her. And I was like, can we turn that AC on, man? It's freaking hot in here. They're like, oh, it's broken. No, they just didn't turn the water on outside. So I figured that out. It was a old school swamp cooler.
Oh, okay.
But this house was always warm, except where I slept. It was always cold.
Oh, hell no.
For me now, I'd be like, well, I could say one thing. I'm grateful for whoever's haunting that house because he kept that bitch cold right there during the summer with no AC or nothing in that room.
Wow. And this is the house in San Diego?
No, here in San Bernardino.
Oh, the one you're in now?
No, not this one.
Oh, okay. Right.
This one has shadow people that walk back and forth through the hallway.
Oh, what the fuck? Let's save that for another day.
Yeah, that's another story. So anyway, over there, she ended up...
You need Jesus in your life, bro.
Oh, we have Jesus. It's just...
Yeah.
I think it's family members who don't know how to stay where they need to be.
They don't know how to go to the other side.
So, she she ended up losing that house.
Mhm.
She stopped paying for it, and we didn't know. So, eventually, me and my mom and my stepdad, we moved out to other houses, which I have other stories for.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
So they're following you. That's what it is.
I would say so. My aunt eventually came to live with us. That's when I started noticing more
Yeah.
in this house, especially.
So maybe they follow her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And cause like it was just weird in that house, but not so bad. Like my cousin's house, the first story I told, you could feel that. You could feel it. Like, holy crap, this house is. And sometimes you get the feeling of being watched, especially from the very, very back room.
Yeah.
But as of today, that house is gone. It's a church parking lot now.
Yeah.
The other house that I've had shit happen is my cousin's house, which was across the street. So they just moved across the street, a couple houses over. I'll tell you shit about that later on. That's another story.
Eesh.
And then from that house we moved to Kingman Street off of 5th Street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I know where that's at.
5th and Mount Vernon, Kingman. So we moved to my mom's friend's house just for a short while until we got our own place. That was next to my cousin. And from my cousin, we moved back to Kingman Street to another house, which has some really fun times and cool stories. But like this one right here, I was trapped in that room for like a while. Like I probably didn't sleep a whole lot. Most nights I'd have to rush myself to sleep before she went to bed.
That explains a lot. That explains why you sleep during the day and you're up at night.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I think
dude, I'm telling you, that's like some trauma.
I don't want to say
no, that's trauma. Trauma does that to you.
It's like they always say, 3 a.m. is the witching hour.
And how old were you when that happened?
Oh shit, I want to say 12.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 13 now by that time.
See, I have some stories. I'll tell you another time too, but I have some stories around that age, 12, 11, 10 years old.
Yeah.
It was like my parents split up when I was young. I was like 10 years old when they split up. My mom met this dude named Andre, and freaking he was Haitian from Haiti, and so they became really good friends, and then we met all their family. And I don't know if you know anything about Haitian people, but a lot of them practice voodoo.
Yeah.
And so at this time I was 11 years old, 12 years old. I didn't know anything about that shit. We used to live in this, I like to call it a shack, because it was literally like a fucking shack on a ranch. And it was right there in Rancho Cucamonga on it's off of 19 or what's it, Archibald and what was that cross street? Anyways, it was up in Rancho Cucamonga, and it was like this big piece of property that my mom and her him and his family were all renting together, and we stayed there. Well, out on this property, there's like these little makeshift sheds everywhere. And one night I was out there fucking around, and I looked in one shed, and it was a whole like voodoo setup in there. There was like a fucking goat's head. There was like this shit written on the wall with chalk. There was like candles everywhere. There was a rug on the floor for where, people are like on their knees. And I was just like, what? Like out of a fucking movie. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? So I told my mom about it, and she's like, oh, you need to stay out of there. You know, she didn't believe me. She's like, just stay out of the sheds. You know, you don't know what's in there. That could have been there from, you know, people that lived here before us. You know, don't mess with it. So I'm like, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. Went to bed. Next morning, went outside. Went to that shed again during the daylight this time. Nothing was in there. It was all cleaned out. No go ahead, no candles, no rug, no writing on the fucking wall, nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's just like one instance. And there was another instance where, and never fucking, I never figured that out. How at night I saw it, and then the next morning it was all gone. So then there was one time where I was sleeping, and I slept, I slept in a bed with like 4 people. It was me, fucking, his 2 little sisters, and, no, his 3 sisters. He had an older sister and 2 young sisters. And we all slept in this big ass bed in one room. And in the corner was their grandmother that was in a fucking medical bed. So she was old. And I kind of learned some of their language from her. She used to say shit to me like kakapul, which is chicken shit. she used to call me chicken shit all the time. She would say kakapul, 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 and she just always I would like peek in there and look at her, and she go, "Do shit, kakapul, do shit, kakapul." And I always got creeped out with her. She just looked like an old witch.
Oh man.
And so she slept in that room too. And so I fucking had to listen to her snore. But anyways, one night I was sleeping and I heard her fucking talking. I thought she was just talking in her sleep, but she was talking in Creole, their language.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like French mixed with Spanish. It's weird, but fucking, it was like she was having a full-on conversation with someone. And I was just like, I was creeped out by it. And so I woke up one of Andre's sisters. Her name was Natalie. And I go, what's wrong with your grandmother? I was like, who the hell is she talking to? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. She talks to people all the time. I mean, I'm like, hey, yo, what do you mean she's talking to people? What people? She's like, well, there's, she talks to people. I'm just like, what the fuck? So now I got in my head as a 12-year-old, she's talking to people. So I'm looking around the room. I'm like, where the fuck are these people she's talking to? So I'm all creeped out. So, anyways, one night I go into the kitchen to get a glass of milk out of the fridge. Went inside, it was dark, all the lights are off, everybody sleeps. It's probably like 1 a.m. I walk in the kitchen, I open up the fridge, grab the milk, pour me a glass of milk, put the milk back in the fridge, close the fridge, went back to bed. Drank my milk, went back to bed. Next morning, my mom's all yelling at me and say, why did you drop the milk on the floor and not clean it up? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, I heard you get up at 1 a.m. to go in the refrigerator. You must have got some milk out because the gallon of milk is busted on the floor. I'm like, I got a glass of milk and I put it in the fridge and closed that bitch and went to bed. Like, I didn't drop anything on the floor. Another phenomenon never explained.
The old lady got up, that's why.
Yeah, well, the thing is, that old lady can't walk. She was paralyzed. She was bedridden and or had to be in a wheelchair.
No, when you can float.
So another fucking, and this This was that the house was haunted. These people were fucking haunted. Like, they practiced voodoo and shit.
Yeah.
And I never realized it until I got older and understood what was going on. I just was younger and seeing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, fucking another night was the grandmother's wheelchair. The grandmother was in her bed, sleeping, snoring, and her fucking wheelchair is on the side of her bed. Her fucking wheelchair goes from her bed all the way across the room by itself, right at the door.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I told my mom after that I wanted to move with my dad.
Yeah.
And I did. I moved with my dad. I stayed with my dad for, fucking like 6 months. Or probably not even that, like more like three or 4 months. And I got tired of my dad's shit. My dad was a drunk. He was an asshole. Never really had a good relationship with my dad. So I ended up telling my mom I wanted to come back. So I went back, and same shit, dude. Just random shit happening here and there that just could never be explained. And I'm just like, fuck that. I get goosebumps talking about it.
Shit.
But I'm just like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I got some ghost stories. Trust me.
Fuck yeah, dude. See, we're gonna have a good Halloween this year.
Fucking, I got one with me and my wife. We lived in Spring Valley Lake in Apple Valley, and it's in Victorville. It's Spring Valley. It's a community called Spring Valley Lake, and it's in the city of Victorville, up in the high desert. And there was a haunted little girl that lived in our house because, and I don't know if she got hit by a car out front or what, because I'd be sleeping in bed, and every now and then I would hear in the middle of my sleep screaming at the top of her lungs, like a little girl screaming at the top of her lungs, and then a car screech. And I jump up out of bed, and I thought, I'm thinking it's one of my kids, and my wife's like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't hear anything. And then there was another time where we were all watching, I think we were watching scary movies, and my daughter Madeline and Brittany and me were all in there, and my wife were all in there, and I believe we were watching a horror movie, and there was, out of the corner of our eye, we can see someone, because our hallway was aligned with our kitchen, and then so the living room is to the left, so if you're sitting down in the living room, you're facing the kitchen backside of the wall, so you can't see the kitchen, you just stand on the backside of the kitchen on the wall where the TV was, and then the hallway is to the right. Out of the corner of our eye, you see a little girl walk from the hallway straight down the hall, across the dining room, right into the kitchen, right in front of us. Okay, I said, Brittany, because I thought that was Brittany, because everybody was they were on the floor with covers, and then me and my wife were up on the couch. So I thought it was Brittany that walked by. I said, Brittany, what are you doing in the kitchen? And Brittany jumps up from the floor out of the blankets. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm right here. I'm like, oh, hell no. I go, there's a little girl that just walked from the hallway into the kitchen. And we all saw it. Well, me and my wife saw it. I don't think the girls seen it. And, I freaked out. I was like, what the fuck? And mind you, we're watching scary movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy, man. But like I said, I got some stories too. I've seen some shit, man. And, I believe in ghosts. I believe in demons. I believe in, unimaginable things and unexplained things.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hold it off for tonight. That's our stories. Thanks for doing this with me, bro.
Yeah, of course.
When it comes to little girl ghosts, I'll tell you about my brother's house, dude. Tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
So we'll do that tomorrow, or we'll save that for like Thursday or the next day or something. I don't know. We'll see what goes on.
All right.
Like right when you're doing that shit right now, you're talking about it. I just see the dogs jump up, rush to the door flings open. It's my niece. I was like, oh shit.
That's the mind playing tricks on us.
I shit you not, bro. In this house, in the hallway, going from my niece's room all the way to here, you'll see shadow people walking back and forth. Like I'll see them come from the hallway into the kitchen.
Yeah.
But like, as far as ever bothering me, they haven't crossed that line yet.
Oh hell no! Who turned the light off, bro?
Oh shit, that's
Who turned your fireplace off?
I don't know, man. I think that's them telling us to shut up now.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay.
I think it's time to go to bed, bro.
Alright. Well, thanks again
go to bed, bro.
Thanks for hanging out and we talked. He ran off.
Oh, just kidding. Good talk, bro. Good talk. That's some good stories.
Alright, fuck it. See, we'll do some more of this. I wanted to start doing stuff like this,
Yeah.
especially now that Halloween is coming up, and I think this would be a good time to like share stories and shit, other than just regular gameplay stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But,
I'm down with that.
Oh yeah. So we'll get together again and we'll tell some more spooky stories of our life experiences.
Sounds good, bro.
Alright. Everybody, thanks for listening. If you made it through, if you didn't, sorry we scared you.
To be continued.
To be continued.